now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha! Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host Jason. As always, we got Harrison on the video, audio equipment. Preston is our information czar, and Jesse is also here with us. So
I'm here and I'm handsome.
If you're listening to the podcast, and if you're a podcast listener, not much is going to change.
No.
As far as I know. But if you're watching, if you're a YouTube watcher, everything has changed. We're in a new location. They said it couldn't happen, Jason. They said we couldn't shift to another location that we're not really wanted at.
7-Eleven said you can't move. You've signed a 3-year contract.
Yeah.
And we're only year 2 into it.
We're only year 2 into it. But we made it happen.
Yeah.
And now we are...
He told us, Mr. Patel, so many times you can't move.
Yes, I need you to finish that contract.
You know... That's not what I got from him today. I sat over at the 7-Eleven for over an hour. You guys didn't tell me that this was the week.
That's why you were late?
That's why I was late. And when I walked in, he was like,
Uh-huh.
no, you fat boy, you go. And I said, Mr. Patel, we got the podcast today.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, other fat boys, they're gone. Mm-hmm. And so I just sat there waiting for you guys.
Sure.
And I was like, what's going on?
We should have sent something out on a group text that this is where we're going to be.
Well, we sent the one without Jesse in it, the better one. So.
That one is awesome.
Yeah, the text I got said, same time, same place as always.
Mm-hmm. How's it that Jesse talks more at the new location? It's like emboldened him somehow.
Which is odd.
So here's what we got going on. We're in a new location. We are in the loft. It is my apartment.
Yes.
It is what was my daughter's room, but my son moved out, thank God. And then my oldest daughter moved into his room, and then my youngest daughter moved into her room, and she moved out of this room. This was her bedroom, and we cleared it out, and now it is the podcast studio
/ craft room.
Well, see, that's the problem. Erica, when we're going to have a space available, which, okay, this is cool. What could we do with this space?
And she's like, I really want to use it as a craft room.
You start dreaming about all the different things that can happen. And I think, Erica, it'd be great if we could move out of the 7-Eleven and actually have a space.
Yeah.
And she's like, how much room do you think you need, Dan? And I thought, well, I don't know. Like downstairs, I think maybe like half of that room. I think if we could inhabit half of the room.
Right.
And she's like, well, I want the other half for a craft room. So her and Abby wanted a craft space. So I said, you know what, honey? No problem at all.
Yeah.
We only need half. You take half for the craft space area.
Right.
And we'll take half for the podcast. Now, deep down on the inside,
You knew what was going to happen.
I knew this is probably not going to happen like that. But I said, let's just do it. And all of a sudden we get everything cleared out and we're looking around here. And then you come over the other day.
Yeah.
And I said, well, just come on over on Monday and take a look at it. And Erica's sitting on the steps up there as we're having the conversation. And we're talking about blocking everything. Well, I think if this went there and we have a guest chair over here and then we put the guys over there underneath the staircase, it was like perfect. We had this like, okay, all right, it's all making sense. This is going to be perfect. And then you left and then we sat down in the living room and she said, I'm not going to have a craft room, am I? I said, yeah, about that. I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, but I said, are you going to make millions of dollars off of your craft room? I don't think so.
No.
Are we going to make $1 million off of this?
Who knows?
I could almost guarantee that we're going to keep on doing the show. So anyway, so it's a new location. There might be some technical difficulties that we have to work out, but that's all good. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's what she rolled her eyes heavily at me and sighed very deeply when I walked in. That's the greeting I
That's
got.
the general vibe that she puts
Can I
on.
just say, I keep on feeling like we're going to get in trouble. Like the stairs are right there, and I feel like she's going to...
Yeah. It's also very bright down here.
Why are you guys talking about me like that?
I don't like the fact that she can hear every word we're saying.
This is a problem.
It does mess with me just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll push through. I'll make it. I'm going to survive. So, anyway, Jason, how you doing today?
Good. I've got a moral dilemma.
Okay.
The other day, I think it was last Friday.
You don't have moral dilemmas very often. Normally, you just blow through moral dilemmas. They don't stay dilemmas very long.
That's true.
It might be a dilemma for another person, but for you, it's just a decision.
Well, there was another dilemma that happened as Jesse walked in. I don't know if we're going to address that or not.
We have to.
Are we going to do
Yeah,
that?
Okay,
let's just do that one first, and then I'll go to my moral dilemma. So,
Okay.
Jesse, explain what happened.
So after I left the 7-Eleven, pulled into Dan's parking lot because he owns the parking lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking, and I'm walking about 50 feet from the door.
Public street.
Public
sidewalk.
street.
Yeah.
Sidewalk. And I see this piece of paper laying on the sidewalk.
Yeah, as
all
you
by
do.
itself. Mm-hmm. And I just walk over it, as I normally do.
Yeah.
There's just something that said, nah, you probably need to go back and pick that up.
It
Be
was
a good
probably-
citizen.
It would be a good thing to do.
Was it the Holy Spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was, hey, go pick that up, clean up the area. So I turn around, I go back like 15, 20 feet. Right?
Yeah.
I'd walk
For you,
past
that's
it.
a big
for
deal.
me,
Yeah.
I could have seen a $5 bill. And if I'm 15, 20 feet past it, it ain't worth it.
Sure.
I thought, you know what? I'm going to go back and do this. So I go back, and when I look, I see it's a bank envelope. So I pick it up, and I just kind of thought it'd be funny if there's money in here.
Yeah.
Picked it up, and guess what? There was money. 4 $50 bills.
That equals
$200.
$200.
So, there's no name. There's no deposit slip for who
Here's the
this
thing.
might
What-
belong to.
How much is 200 divided by 5?
40.
What? It's 200 to one of us for sure.
That's cash money.
Real cash money.
Is it real?
It would be funny if someone
real.
pranked you. Like, it's fake.
and I go to buy
you go to-
something,
yeah.
I get arrested.
Little
Yeah.
did you know.
Well,
Preston dropped that off on his way in.
Has
Jesse,
Joe
when you-
Biden's picture on it,
when you
instead of
live in a
Grant's.
loft, sometimes there's just money lying around. It's a pretty common occurrence. I saw it and I thought, it doesn't look like there's anything less than,
Is it
200.
just me, or are we impressed that Jesse could count that high?
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not. I'm not sure that he can. I have not
yeah.
counted it myself.
Okay.
I just know what he says was in there. So.
It's actually $1,000.
So the moral dilemma is: do you
What do I do with it?
look? Because there's no name on it.
None.
Well, what he said immediately was like, "Oh, let me text my neighbor and ask him if they." And Jesse's like, "Whoa,
Slow down.
wait a minute." Something called the circle of life, and he just fell into it. All right.
I've already told Savannah; she's already spent it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for bringing up Savannah. I would be a terrible husband if I didn't mention today is her 29th
Well, you'll
birthday.
still be a terrible husband
Yeah.
even after
These
you
are
mention
separate
it.
issues. They're both true.
Fair point. It's her
That
birthday.
Venn diagram doesn't touch at all. You mentioned it, and and you're a horrible husband. There's no
They're miles apart. It's her birthday
both.
today.
Happy birthday.
So, we had to mention it. She's probably like, you need to do a whole special about my birthday.
And you chose to spend the night with us.
And
I told her I was going to skip tonight. And she said, no, please, God, go to the podcast.
yeah,
Give me a night to myself.
And listen, I got $200. I'm probably not going to tell her about
that's
it.
a win. How old is Savannah?
29.
29. How old are you?
29.
Okay.
I turned 29 like 3 weeks ago.
So you're just a bit old, and I think it was your birthday on the day of the podcast
It
too.
was. It was.
What
So
a crazy world we're living
It
in.
is.
People have
And that was
birthdays.
another
all the time.
day where I said,
you ever
you know
meet
what?
somebody that has the same birthday as you, and they're so excited. You're like, I don't know.
yeah, my sister.
We're all born.
Yeah.
Your sister has the same birthday as you.
Yep. I was born on her 12th birthday. And every year she's like, oh, I get to share a birthday with you. And I'm like, yeah, I sometimes forget your birthday. See what I did there?
So
Here's my
what's
moral- here's
what's
my
your
moral
moral?
Yeah, what's
dilemma?
yours? Hold on. People should comment what I should do with the money
Okay.
if it happens to not be your neighbor's money.
Yes.
And if it does happen to be
So
your neighbor's money.
what are
Those
some
two separate
potential
things.
options? Like you could invest it into the studio.
No.
That's one option.
That's one option. There are potential.
We could
options.
have a giveaway. We've given away money before.
Also, no.
Okay.
These are not the options that I envisioned you bringing up.
Oh.
You could buy us
keep
pizza.
going.
Pizza.
Pizza.
You can buy a lot of pizza with
I'll do Little
$200.
Caesars.
Yeah.
You could buy a lot of pizza with $200.
You can buy a lot of Little Caesars with $200.
I think you could rent out the skating rink for 2 hours for $200.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, these are options.
There are options. What's your moral
Here's my moral dilemma. Last Friday, there was a knock at the door.
I like that. It's good.
That was a solid knock. I opened up the door. There's a pizza delivery man.
Ah.
I did not order pizza.
Yeah.
And he asked, did you order pizza?
Oh, he asked.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I do?
Wait, you got it.
I
So
mean-
you can say yes and just leave it at that, and technically you're not lying.
Yes, because anymore, it's all paid ahead of time. It's very rare that there's an exchange
Because
of
you
money at the
did
door.
order pizza
In the past,
at some point.
many times.
Did you order pizza? Yes.
I didn't say when or how often.
Right.
Or from where.
I just said yes.
Now, technically, it's from Payne's Pizza. We've never had Payne's Pizza delivery. So that's a big strike right there.
So what did you say?
I said no. But my kids were pretty upset.
Yeah.
Because it's free
Was it
pizza.
how much pizza was it?
It was a couple boxes.
A couple boxes.
And for our house, I mean, that's like
You could have made that work.
30 seconds of fun. Just right
Rip
there.
right into it.
They're going to rip right through that. Do you ever? And you're not. You would turn it away every time.
Yeah, I would be too.
Jesse,
afraid.
would you accept it?
Well, if it was delivered to my house, yeah. Because I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I know my neighbors, and either I don't like them
Or they don't like you.
or they don't like me. And
Preston?
I'm taking it.
I mean, if it was brought to my front door, I mean,
Did they-
it's kind of
it's
hard to
tough.
say no.
It's tough.
They bring it to your door.
They
Well,
asked,
they said, "Did you order pizza?"
I've never had a pizza delivery person say, hey, did you order pizza? They're
Well,
like,
I think
hey,
he was
your
lost.
pizza's here.
That's the
He was
problem.
confused.
He was confused.
So
now,
he would have definitely known pretty quick that.
well, I mean, I would have taken it, and he would have went back to the shop, and half an hour later, my neighbor would have called and said, "Where's my pizza?"
That's another good question, though. How do you feel about your neighbor?
Well, I got a new neighbor.
Is she hot? Sorry, I didn't mean to go there.
I don't, she's just a lady. you
lady.
know? Just a
So
lady.
you directed the pizza to where
I
it
said
needed
no.
to go. Okay.
You can figure out where it goes.
Oh, you didn't
No,
help.
because he didn't tell me.
Okay.
He said, "Is this address blah 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 blah?"
Oh, I see.
No, he just said, "Did you order pizza?" I said no. Now, when I order pizza, into the description is a special instructions. I say White House blue shutters
Yeah.
because I want them looking for the White House with the blue shutters. We're the only one on the street like that. So I make it very clear where we live.
Okay.
My
I-
neighbor apparently did not.
I always put just, I don't want to see your face.
You put that in the special instructions?
No.
Oh, I'm just saying because they're hawking your
It
pizza.
really wasn't that funny, Preston.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned it down.
You turned it down, and that was your moral dilemma.
Yeah.
I've
I
always-
really wanted to accept it. I really, really did.
Yeah.
I couldn't though, because it was my neighbor.
I
if it was a
I did that
stranger,
once.
if it was a stranger, like I didn't know,
Yeah.
like maybe it was a neighbor 10 blocks down or something, or sometimes and there's East Center Street and West Center Street, and maybe they went to East instead
That's
of
a
West.
common thing.
I would have taken it.
When I was, I would say 10 years old, maybe 11, I was in Prospect, Ohio at Sun Swim Pool. And our mom would give us $1.
Something like that.
Yeah. For like we could pack a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, but we would have $1 for the day that we could get some lemon heads, and $1 went further back then. You could get a slice of pizza, a drink, and then like some lemon heads.
Yeah.
For $1.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal. So but you did have to ration your money.
Yeah.
And or you could go to the dairy bar. Lots of options to spend on your money. And so I went up and I had ordered my thing or whatever, and then somebody gave me a slice of pizza, and they said, "Hey, here you go." And I looked at my friend and I said, "I didn't order a slice of pizza," and he was like, "Just take it, man. Just gave you it.
Take the
And
pizza."
I was like, "Okay, I'll take the pizza." So I took the pizza back to our towel area. I ate the pizza,
Yeah.
swam a little bit more within 30 minutes because I'm a bad boy.
Yeah.
So I just jumped right in because I was like, I'm already stealing pizza. And so later in the day, my conscience was just really starting to
You
get to
have
me.
one of those.
Yes, I do. And it was really bothering me all day. I just couldn't focus. And I remember we were playing baseball at the ballpark across the way, right beside the pool. and a bunch of us were playing baseball there, and I just couldn't. It was like a moral dilemma. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And now the problem was I couldn't pay it. I had no more money left.
Yeah.
Because then I spent my money.
Right.
And so I had zero money. So I collected some money I got some money from a few friends, and then I gave that money to Andy Ballinger, and I told Andy, listen, would you just go to the pool and just tell them my friend, got stole a pizza, and he wants to pay it back. And so Andy said he would do that. At the time, I felt much better about it. And he was like, took care of it, man. Everything's good. But in hindsight, I realized he probably just kept the money.
Yeah.
He's probably like, yeah, I'll totally
Well, that's
do
why
that.
you didn't give it to Brandon.
No. Well, Brandon definitely would have. There's no doubt about it. So, yeah, I guess I have done that on some level. And to be honest with you, didn't feel the pizza did not taste. It was ill-gotten pizza.
Yeah. 10-year-old Jason would not have blinked.
You wouldn't have blinked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have.
You would have figured out, how can I do this again?
Yeah. So
That's when you call Teddy to the door. Teddy, did you order pizza? He's like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, let
I knew
him
you
take
would.
the blame.
Yeah.
see, here's the thing. So my mother-in-law is staying with us right now. Maybe she ordered the pizza. I don't know. I could have just accepted it, and then someone at the house ordered pizza. Maybe Harrison did. I don't know. Normally, I just roll with it,
Yeah.
but I turned it down this time.
Okay.
So I feel bad about that.
How do we feel like everything's going right now?
Look, I don't like it. I don't like any of this.
There's
I feel like we're going to get in trouble.
Yes, I feel like we're going to get in trouble too. I feel like there was a certain energy. I think there was a gas leak at the 7-Eleven.
Yes,
that's
that
what
is
I'm thinking. I
Just
think
me.
there must have been some sort of something happening there.
Yeah.
That just made the time fly by and everything was funny.
Yeah.
And here I'm looking at I'm like, is this thing? I'm like shaking it like it's like a sand thing or something. You know, it's like if I shake it, it'll go faster. Do you think that works? Those time things. You think when you shake it, it goes faster? You think that makes it go slower?
Well, like when you're playing, like the game Boggle, there's a little sand thing that turns over. I shake it.
You shake it. You feel like that makes it go
Yeah, I
faster?
do, yeah.
I feel like it makes it go slower. I think I think it's best just to keep the flow. I
Keep
think
the
you're
flow, yeah.
interrupting the flow.
Yeah. Well, the flow's getting interrupted by now, for sure.
Definitely.
I've got some more stuff. You got
I
stuff?
just got to think about how I've always wanted to bum a cigarette off of somebody. I mean, I don't smoke. I never will smoke cigarettes. I might smoke a pipe one day. Yeah, it does feel like somebody's going to come down, doesn't it?
I know. I feel like we're getting in trouble.
Anyway, so I'm never going to smoke cigarettes, but I just feel like I like that, like, hey,
The
man,
lingo. Hey, can I bum a
Can I
cigarette?
bum a cigarette off of you? I feel like I just would like to bum a cigarette, you
Yeah,
know, but it would probably be weird to like, hey, can I bum a cigarette
just
off of
throw
you?
it on
And then
the
you just
ground.
take it and just put it in your pocket. I'm saving it for later.
And then, I mean, you could even use different words. You don't even have to say cigarette. You got a cig?
Cig? Is that
Can I
what they say?
bum a cig?
Bum a cig?
Is a cig? Is that a thing?
Cig
I
is
mean,
a
I'm
gun.
sure amongst smokers, they would understand.
How
what
many
you're saying.
cigarettes have you smoked in your life?
There was a period of time in college where I went through quite a few.
Really?
Yep. Camel menthols. Mm-hmm. And I worked at a carryout, and the lady who owned the carryout didn't care if I sometimes took some deli meat or a pack of cigarettes. Sometimes I took both during finals week. And
I think deli meat and a pack of cigarettes might be the name of this episode.
Okay.
and then once I quit working there, I realized that they're really expensive, and so I quit.
So that's what made you quit.
Yeah, listen,
You can't afford it. Yeah.
At that time, I couldn't, and now I go like I could afford.
Well, now you have
this.
$200.
Now I can
Think
buy
how
like
much cigarettes you could buy with
like
that.
6 packs, maybe.
I have no idea.
But no, I still occasionally am like, oh man, a good camel menthol would be really nice, right about
Really?
now. Yep, but I don't do it because I know if I start,
Is that the
I'll just
first
never
time you
stop.
smoked? Like started?
No, that's the first time I like really smoked consistently.
You were like, I'm really gonna do this.
yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna-
buckle down now. But I was just messing around before, but now I'm gonna make a concerted effort
the
to
first
smoke.
cigarette I had was a Camel menthol. Those when I was in high school, I worked at Kroger, and one of the guys that worked there, he'd always go out and smoke on his break, and we had breaks here. He's like, "You want to try one?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a cigarette."
Of course, I'd love one.
So
And-
you gave him some deli meat. And he gave you a cigarette.
Just out of your pocket.
Yep. And
You want bologna or ham?
How was the first one?
the first one? Listen, menthol does something that
Yeah.
just you're like, oh, it's good.
What is
Dude,
it? What is menthol?
It's
It's
like
just-
mint.
it opens up the
opens up
yeah.
your passages. Listen, talking about it
like
right
Vicks,
now.
like Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah.
Like imagine smoking.
I have
that.
smoked Vicks Vapor.
But no, it was good. The first time I did it was good.
Sometimes I use it as like instead of, if I'm out of butter and I'm cooking, I'll just throw some Vicks
On the pan.
Vapor Rub in there and just
Cook some eggs.
Anyway, so what?
So it was good, but I was in high school. I still lived at home with my parents, so I couldn't like take up smoking. So
Sure.
I started dipping.
Yeah.
And
What'd
then
you dip with?
Typically like
Red Man.
no,
That's the only one I know.
Skull.
You're done beach nut wintergreen long cut. That was my go-to.
No, I did.
That's
I did
fantastic.
Skull wintergreen.
I'm more of a what's the sign on the what was all of the barns on the yellow
Mail
words?
pouch.
Mail
Mail
pouch.
pouch.
Yeah.
The
I did
leaves.
that too. Yeah.
I did the leaves for a little bit.
I
bags.
like the long cut in the bag.
Yeah.
It's really good. I would still do it, except it's horrible for you.
Yeah, like honestly, that's the only reason I don't smoke or dip is just because it's bad for me.
It's really, really bad.
so bad, and
Yeah.
I'm already fat. I already have health issues.
Actually,
Last thing I
smoking
need.
makes you skinnier.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I got 200 going to the gas station after this.
I feel like I feel like smoking cigarettes though is way cooler. Well, we can all it is cool though, right?
Yeah.
Like we all think it's cool.
Horrible for you.
Preston, no.
Well, he's
yeah.
grew up in
You're a
different-
younger
yeah.
generation. You sat crisscross applesauce. What do you know? I feel like
We sat Indian
we
style.
sat Indian style and we smoke them Indian pipe,
Pass peace pipe.
Yeah, and they do that in Peter Pan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes the red man red?
Yeah. That is. I'm not that kind of person. And when I was 6, I watched that. I was like, this is pretty racist. And I don't even know. I've never even heard the word racist. And
Yeah.
I know that this is racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's classic.
It was
though.
Chief Wahoo
It's great.
in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Preston obviously doesn't think it's cool. I think smoking cigarettes
Very cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's
It
just
You're driving a Camaro,
it's Steve
smoking a
Steve
cigarette.
McQueen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
No, a cigar.
All those
is
guys.
cool.
Well, I do cigars too. All those guys died of lung cancer.
Do any women smoke the long cigarettes anymore? You know how the women,
Corella DeVille.
they used to have the
The
it was on like a
extension thing?
or
Yeah.
something.
I don't-
Is
I've
that a
never
thing
seen that,
anymore?
no.
Do people do that? Because that was cool.
Yeah.
That was
You know,
really cool.
I think it's cooler if a man. I think when I see a woman smoking, I'm like, ugh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but it's because they don't have those extensions.
Yeah, if they had an extension, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
With a fur coat and high heels. An
And a bunch
extension
of
on the
and a bunch of Dalmatians.
Yeah.
You know what's
Yeah.
not cool is vaping.
Oh,
Right?
vaping's
So
the
lame.
worst.
Vaping
Oh.
is the worst.
Hey Preston, what do you think about vaping?
Dude, you know what's the most cringy thing? He was like, "Hey, can I take a hit of your pen, bro?"
No.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know how those things work, but
Now,
I feel
edibles-
like it's definitely
Listen,
much
secondhand vape is
I
fantastic.
love
It is.
secondhand
Oh,
vape.
yeah.
But I like secondhand. Oh, I should have done this. Jason, I made some coffee the other day and it immediately I should have made it for you. Next week, tease. I'm going to tease next week's episode.
Okay. Not T. TTEA.
TTA. TTA. No, not T. T.
I'm going to make some tea for you.
No, I'm going to tease next
Oh.
week's episode. Next week, I got a bunch of coffees, and one of the coffees that I got was from Indonesia. It's the cat poop coffee. Oh, yeah. It's called Kuala Lumpur or something like that.
Okay.
And so it's not a cat exactly, but it's a feline type animal has eaten the berries, the coffee berries, and then digested them,
Yeah.
pooped them out, and then they pick out the coffee beans from that. They rinse them off, they roast them, and it's apparently the best coffee that you can find. It's
Okay.
like the best.
And you've had this.
Well, no, I got a bag given to me. I haven't made it yet.
Okay.
So next week, and it's apparently pretty expensive coffee too. So next week, I'm going to brew 2 carafes of coffee. I'm going to make one of the cat poop coffee. I'm going to make one of just regular coffee. And then we're all going to taste it and see if there's a difference. If it's actually,
Okay.
if there's a real thing.
Yeah.
But the other day, I was making coffee. It's a different kind of coffee, and I brewed it. And when I dumped the grounds in the trash can and the aroma like popped up like really strong,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Jason, I have to give this coffee to you. It is the coffee that our grandparents drank. Like,
Really?
oh my goodness, I have not.
Maxwell House.
I don't know what. No, it's not Maxwell House. Is
Okay.
that I don't know what they drank. Our
in my
mom's
memory-
parents.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember them drinking coffee every morning. They drank a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
While Grandpa smoked a pipe, and they both read the paper.
Yeah.
And so like immediately took me back to their house in South Carolina or New York, whatever that was. It is the
Okay.
exact smell.
I look forward to it.
I've never thought about it until then, and then the moment I smelled it was like a rush.
The
through
pipe
me.
tobacco is Captain Black.
Huh? That's what he
Yeah.
smoked?
It's fantastic.
I wouldn't know. Smoking a pipe, very cool though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Preston?
I mean, it's cooler than a cig.
Okay, rank them. Cig, pipe, cigar,
All right.
vape pen.
Pipe hint
There
on the
was
bottom.
There was another thing you could have put there, but whatever.
Vape. Wacky tobacco.
Oh.
The Mount Rushmore of things to smoke.
Let's do it. Mount Rushmore things to smoke. Meats.
Yes, you can smoke meat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I would say that's the George Washington.
That is
I
the
would
George
agree.
Washington.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. So you're going to go, so that covers cigarettes,
It
pipe,
covers all things.
everything. Okay.
Tobacco.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
a pretty big
That's
one.
got to be the George Washington.
I think that was the which one of our presidents most likely smoked pot? Well, we
All of
know that Clinton did, right?
I'm sure.
He
yeah.
said he smoked, but he did not inhale, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Clinton thing?
And I think the last thing is crack.
Is there anything else you smoke?
Meth.
Do you smoke meth?
I don't smoke.
I don't know how drugs work.
Do you smoke heroin?
I don't know how drugs work either. I think you can smoke crack. A crack pipe.
Get that on your Google search history.
Oh,
Can you?
He's in incognito mode and using a VPN.
What now? What were we gonna say?
A crack pipe.
What?
You smoke crack in a crack pipe.
Okay.
I think you can smoke crack.
Yes, you can't. I listened to an interview the other day. This guy's a brain doctor, and he was talking about the effects of smoking crack and how it's like the fastest way, or it's this incredible way to
Yeah.
give you this amazing dopamine rush. So, I've never done it.
You can smoke heroin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
I just wanted to do that
that's
to talk
fine.
about marijuana,
I know.
apparently.
I know. Okay, so I've got a couple more things. Now, Teddy watches the show every week.
Okay.
And anytime he comes up with... Why is that funny?
We were just talking about smoking crack and heroin.
Speaking of smoking crack,
Listen, wait a minute.
Teddy loves
Let me
the
just
show.
before you move on.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not advertising.
No.
We're not saying that you should.
You should not.
There's lots of things that people do out there, like just take random money that they found on the ground, and don't try to find the owner. Lots of things that people do that they shouldn't do.
Correct.
Just because they do it doesn't mean we endorse it. All we're saying
He
is
just spit up his
all,
ginger ale.
all we're saying is that there are things that people. There's only so many things people smoke. Meats,
Yes.
tobacco.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and I'm losing it. Like, could we say firewood?
yeah.
I don't know if you smoke
Coal?
firewood. Firewood actually creates smoke.
Yeah.
So you're not smoking the wood, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Okay, so anyways, Teddy loves the show. And
just so everybody knows,
yeah.
we are anti-smoking crack.
Yes.
Just completely, 100%. We're against it.
We're anti
We think it's a bad idea.
anything.
We're anti-smoking. Hold on. We're We're very anti-smoking heroin, which we just learned was a thing.
Yeah.
We didn't even know that was possible.
I'm anti that.
We're
yeah.
very anti that.
I'm neutral on the marijuana.
The marijuana. There are some debates happening.
Yeah.
I think Benjamin Franklin used to do it.
Yeah.
And he was a good American. And and then smoking tobacco. Some people, it's a very bad idea.
Yes.
Other people, maybe it's not as much of a bad idea. If you're a college student and you work at a gas station and you get free cigs and deli meats, yeah, of course you're going to smoke.
Of course.
What
else you do?
C.S. Lewis, J.R. Tolkien, they both smoked tobacco.
Yeah.
And were very pro smoking meats.
Above all.
Yes. Uh-huh. If you're going to smoke,
Smoke meat.
I think the byline of the show, if you're going to smoke
Smoke meat.
meat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes things can be misconstrued. People come up to me on the street and be like, hey, I was watching the show the other day, and you said smoking heroin was good. I'm like, no.
That was Jesse.
That's not what I said.
That was Jesse. Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of doing drugs, Teddy loves the podcast. He watches every single week. And anytime he comes up with like a little thing, he pitches it to me. And 6 or 7 times out of 10, I kind of laugh and giggle. Like, yeah, that's good. 2 or 3 times out of 10, I'm like, I'm writing it down.
And just for the record, his percentage way higher than Jad's.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so
but here's the thing about Jad.
Yeah.
1 out of every 50 ideas is great.
Killer.
I mean, just better than any idea I ever had.
You just got to let him roll.
So
we should do pre-show with Jad, and then just pick the best stuff.
Yeah, and every once in a while, something great is going to come out of it. All right.
I don't know if that last episode there was anything.
No. Well, him speeding up the the Netflix
that was
suggestion.
gold.
Yeah.
Which we haven't used.
Listen, there's some
there's a lot going on in the show right now. Okay. Yeah. There's a blank TV back there. We got different things happening. So, yeah.
And I still feel like we're going to get in trouble.
Sissies.
You're being too loud.
Yeah. That was Preston. Okay. So a couple things that Teddy brought up I thought was really, really good.
Yeah.
First of all, here's a would you rather. Because it's cold and flu season. And everybody in my house right now has a runny nose.
Sure.
And or a clogged nose. So his would you rather, would you rather have forever a clogged nose or a runny nose?
So both nostrils are clogged
Correct.
or just one of them? Because the other day I woke up and half of my face was like, there was like amazing pressure on half of my face.
Yeah, no, clogged.
Clogged.
Clogged or runny.
Man, that's
Listen,
a pretty good would you rather.
It's the best one I've ever heard. I gave him 3 or 4 answers before I settled on one.
Because I don't like either. Both of them are horrible.
No, they're horrible.
I guess if I had to pick one, which is the point of a would you rather.
Yeah. Gun to your head.
Gun to my head. And put the gun down and let's just talk. I would say, I guess I'd say runny nose.
That was mine. Mine was runny nose.
Because I want to be able to breathe.
I want to breathe.
Yep.
And Jesse, your runny nose?
Yeah, because like with a clogged nose, I can't even sleep. You got to roll
It's
over
awful.
10 times.
Yeah. And I'm not going to be a mouth breather.
No, I'm already a mouth breather with a runny nose. Doesn't matter. But no, runny nose, I don't care if I got snot dripping. Keeps people away from me that I don't want around me anyway. It's all right.
Yeah. Preston?
I perpetually have a clogged nose, so I'll just live with what I have.
Just business as usual.
We can hear it in your voice. We know.
For me, the runny nose means also something's happening, right?
Yes.
Like there's
Something's
some
flowing.
progress
Yeah.
going on. I'm just going to keep a handkerchief right in my pocket like guys do, which is like the grossest thing.
That is.
And then they wad it back up and stick it in their pocket. Like,
Never
what is
understood
happening?
that.
I actually like a good handkerchief.
You would.
Yeah. I've used them. Yeah.
I just, every time I see it, I go, don't you just blow your nose on it and then throw it away? Like, don't you have to throw it away?
No, you wash it.
No.
And you use it again.
No.
And you're supposed to have 2. One for yourself and one for your lady.
All right.
So that was a good would you rather.
That was a pretty good would you rather.
Okay, I got one more.
All right.
And he busted this out.
Okay.
Right? And he got me on this one pretty good because I chose wrong. He said, there's a train traveling down a set of tracks.
Got it.
Right? There is a fork in the road.
In the tracks?
In the tracks, a fork. One track is an old man.
Uh-huh.
One track is a baby. What do you hit?
You hit the old man.
Yep.
Preston?
Old man.
You're all wrong.
Well, hold on.
No.
Do you ask who the old man is? Because there are certain old men, like, I don't know, like, would you really want to hit the president of the United States
Yes.
if he's on the side of the
What
track?
if the baby
which
is?
one.
What if the baby is Hitler?
What if
Yeah.
the baby is Hitler?
Well, that changes things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm German, so
Do you know the correct answer?
What?
You hit the brakes.
But
nah.
when it's a would you rather though?
I didn't say would you rather.
Oh, really?
I said there's a baby on this and there's old man on this. What do you hit? You hit the brakes. You guys are just willy-nilly killing old people.
You know, it's hard to stop a train. Sometimes.
Well, I mean, if you see it coming, I think you could stop it.
Why is there even a baby on a railroad track?
Yeah.
Why is there an old man on the track?
Yeah.
The old man probably has
he's
dementia.
probably
He's probably
senile.
lost.
He probably just
He
is
probably put the baby on the track.
wandering. Who gave the old man a baby?
He stole it. Why else
Then
would you have it?
definitely the old man. If he stole
He's
a
a baby
baby.
stealer. Yeah. Or you just hit the brakes and stop. But that was the Teddy thing, and he got me. He got me really good because he set it up just right.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, and he's only 10. He's pretty good.
I got a joke for you.
Okay.
Do you know the difference between a mailbox and an elephant's butt? What's the difference? Here's the joke.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
The joke is
I'm trying to process.
You know, don't try. What's the difference between a mailbox and an elephant's butt?
I don't know.
Well, I'm never sending you to mail a letter.
That's so stupid. That's so stupid and funny.
You laugh.
I know it's stupid and
laughed.
funny. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
good-
killer.
that's a good one.
It's a good one. It's a very good one.
Yeah. Did you know that you could?
The problem is you have to set it up. You have to set it up just right.
Just right. Yeah.
You know, and I've told this joke a few times now, and the only one that immediately was that I couldn't was Michaela. She's like, well, one's an elephant's butt, and one is a place you put mail. And I was like, you got me.
You
All right,
got me.
Could you
So-
do the opposite? Could you be like, well, I'm never sending you to give an elephant a
In a
colonoscopy.
Thank you.
Deal. Did you know that you could never be in an empty room?
It's like a tree falling in the forest.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a sound. You could never be in an empty room.
Yeah.
Did you know every mirror that you'll ever buy is used?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you? No. Wait. What?
I mean, yeah.
do you
Somebody's.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because in the process of making it, I think you would have to.
What if it was a blind person?
Huh.
Could a
Wait
blind
a minute.
listen?
Oh, stop. Shut up.
Could a blind person make a mirror?
No.
Could a blind person use a mirror?
I got another one for you. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Blind person
Okay.
in a room by themselves stands in front of the mirror, doesn't make a reflection.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. You can't prove it either way.
Does
I
he-
say it doesn't.
Is he a ginger?
Yes.
Then yeah. No. There's no reflection.
Is that a thing?
Well, gingers don't have souls.
Is that true?
That is true.
Why are
Science.
we hating on the gingers? Why is that a thing that people do?
I don't know. It's because we have our sister married a ginger.
Yes, and we have maybe as Americans we have some sort of deep-seated like hatred for the Irish still,
Yeah. They come over with their fighting.
trying to eat all our potatoes.
Hit the Netflix.
And maybe next week this will be faster.
Or so.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix,
This is the time of the show that we can talk.
Hulu Plus.
And I could mute it.
Netflix, watch these shows with us.
Right.
Netflix,
the camera now?
maybe Hulu Plus.
What's not
Maybe
too hard for me?
Amazon
I got
Prime
something
or
good.
something like that, like YouTuber.
And we're back after that just amazing rendition of the. You know what? If you want to, send in your own mailbag theme and we'll play it. If you want to record it, do like a remix of it or something.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping we would get like an acoustic remix of the theme song too.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Someone ought to do it.
I think I know people that could pull that off. Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
Once again, brought to you by Discovery.
On a roll. I just canceled my Discovery Plus.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff on there.
I know. It was just, it kept on catching me off guard. And every month, Eric would be like, what's this Prime thing? She'd be doing the bills. What's
yeah.
this thing? I just got tired of answering it. I was like, I'm just going to cancel it because I don't like
It's not worth that $5.
It's just like,
Did you see Netflix is coming out with their commercial-based subscription? It's like $7 a month.
what is the regular?
I don't
15.
15.
Oh man,
And it's gonna go up again.
I hope Grace does not downgrade. That'll really bother
You
me.
hear that, Grace? Yeah. Okay. I might do $7 with commercials.
There's not as much on Netflix, to be honest with you.
I'm really waiting for that Jeffrey Dahmer.
Great British Baking Show is great.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't
Now,
really
here's
care
the
about
thing. If you have to watch commercials, I'm a big fan of the watch these 10 commercials.
Right.
And then
So I
finish
can go make popcorn.
I'll go make popcorn and use the bathroom and do
Yeah.
3 or 4 other things.
Go smoke meat.
Some cigs. Yeah. And go smoke some meats.
Smokes, just roll up some deli meat
Yeah.
and then put some cheese in it and just light the end of it.
It's not how you smoke meat.
Oh.
Discovery.
Uh-huh.
Did I mention my mother-in-law's in town?
You did. You've been here all week. You came here on Monday to check out the place. You're like, I'm just gonna hang out, and you literally haven't left
I
yet.
told Shelby to call me when she leaves. No, she asked the other day. She was like, is there any new Ancient Aliens?
Oh.
I said, well, let me look. And I looked it up, and there's like 3 or 4 seasons we haven't watched
of Ancient Aliens.
of Ancient Aliens. So we started season like 13 or something like that. There's like 20 episodes a season.
Yeah.
So it turns out it's probably true.
Ancient Aliens?
Yeah.
Well, it's just as likely to be true in an ancient situation as it is in a current, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, they built the pyramids.
we're pretty sure about that.
Definitely. We did.
I thought the Nephilim built the pyramids.
And then
What does Trey Smith say?
That's a good question. He's got a new program out. I think.
It's funny. He's also got a new one of those books. It just got shipped to my
Signed.
friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
I'd
was
like to read
reading
it.
it the other day at church.
Yeah, what's his name? Charlie?
Craig. You can call him Charlie.
Okay.
Ancient Aliens.
on Discovery
On
Plus.
Discovery Plus.
Yeah. It's very.
Is that
very
the
good.
one where the guy is like it's
Giorgio with the tall hair?
Yeah, and what's the meme? What does he say?
Aliens.
And that's just it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's him.
That's him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's Ancient Aliens.
I thought that was History Channel.
it is.
Do you think he keeps his hair like that just because?
No,
of
honestly.
the
So
meme?
they showed. I saw a thing where he was much, much younger. He's like 18 years old, and he had just like a normal haircut. And I think season 1 of Ancient Aliens, like he just got out of bed weird, and he had a bad hair day, but everybody like fell in love with it, and so it just became more and more crazy.
I wish I could have a bad hair day.
Like, don't the makeup and hair produce? Like, can't they fix a bad hair day?
Listen, season 1 of Ancient Aliens didn't have any makeup and
Good point.
hair
Good
people.
point.
Yeah.
it was
just
shot
a-
on an iPhone.
It was no, not even.
yeah,
It
but
was
now
before
everybody knows
iPhones.
Giorgio.
That's a good
Right?
point. Yeah,
He's got a look. He's got a thing. So Ancient Aliens, Discovery Plus. I'm a big fan. Mm-hmm. So what do you got?
Well, I mentioned it before. I really don't have a lot in terms of. I mean, I'm still watching Cheers. We're almost to season 8 of 10. Thankfully, then we can be done with Cheers and get on to Frasier again. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a passion project for me to finish Cheers so that I can then fold right into Frasier.
yeah.
I'm very excited about that. So I'm watching a lot of that. We're still keeping up with Blue Bloods, keeping up with Andor. Keeping up with the Great British Baking Show, but I've made all of those suggestions before. So the only new thing we have is my daughters said, Dad, we really want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
9-9.
Jesse's a bad influence, I guess. And I said, I don't know. And they said, well, it's the same.
You guys know Jesse likes it, right?
Right. Yeah.
So-
Like, let's just, and then like, yeah, well, anyway. So I said, here's the deal. I said, you can watch it with me. But I don't want you to watch it without me. I don't want you binging. I don't want you taking a full day and watching 20 episodes, and I don't know what you're seeing. So there was one episode we just blew right past, and then other than that, there've been some fast forwarding here and there. But for the most part, it's not horrible. But it is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. There have been quite a few times that I've laughed, and so I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine with my girls.
Do you guys have anything?
I do actually.
Yeah.
What do you got?
It's Willy's Wonderland. It's on Hulu. It has Nicolas Cage, and he says nothing. The whole entire movie.
Okay.
He just grunts and makes these really dumb sounds.
Is this a new movie?
It came out last year.
Okay.
It just sounds like the day in the life of Jason.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, everything you said has made me want to watch
Willie's, what's it called?
Willy's
it.
Wonderland.
Is it like a drama, a comedy,
It's supposed
fantasy?
to be like a horror movie, but it's really dumb. Like this
No, we figured that. You didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had me at Nick Cage.
Yeah.
So yeah, he plays this janitor that goes into this like animatronic place, like a Chuck E. Cheese, but all the animatronics come to life.
Oh, that was Levi's nightmare. He
And-
was scared. He would crawl up my back at Chuck E. Cheese, and that's no joke. He wouldn't get close to him.
And it's pretty much just him fighting against them, and he says nothing the whole entire time. Like
Okay.
people are dying, and he's just like,
I like it.
yeah, it's great.
I'll probably
What's
watch
it called?
Willy's Wonderland
On Hulu.
on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse, you got
Jesse.
some?
Just, I started watching. Where they go out and they mine for gold.
Yeah. Gold mining.
Gold mining, sure, yeah.
Gold Rush?
Gold Rush, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
From
just-
the beginning?
well, I can. I just started on season 12 because it's unlocked on Discovery Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
But should I go back and start from day one?
I watched like the first 8 seasons.
Yeah.
It's
Did they ever get any?
no.
Well, in
Gold.
In
What?
the episode that I watched, the guy's shooting for like 8,000 ounces, which is like $18 million or something crazy like that.
You're big into precious metals.
You
like precious
I
metals.
do have some precious metals of my own. You know,
You're like the guy that ate Gollum, right? Like it's
I've
precious.
Never
metal.
I've never watched Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is going to happen. Yeah. I just got a text from Erica upstairs. Are you finished? So
yeah.
Are you finished yet? I'm ready to go to bed. It's my bedtime and I need you to make me some tea.
I'm going to pay for all of that. She says we are very loud. So
Oh, you're so loud.
This new space has definitely emboldened me. I feel like I'm invincible down here, but I know I have to walk back upstairs.
Yeah, this is not
and
good.
face the
So
music.
speaking of, and we can maybe finish with this. I don't know.
We got 6 minutes, Erica.
We do have neighbors. This whole situation. I thought that this. Yeah, they literally right across the.
Okay.
Is that the one that might be his money?
It might be his money. So yeah,
Yeah.
that might make up for the loud noise. Be like, hey, you were super loud last night, but we have $200 for you. So, I do live in this place. Anyway, she just keeps on texting me. She thinks we're visiting and we're recording.
We're recording.
So anyway, let's just be quiet for the last bit. Okay. Not a chance. So I the other day we were eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pizza.
No.
Smoked
You know
meats.
what? I think it
Smoked meats.
I think it was pizza actually.
Okay.
Because we had some people over. We should just do this for the rest of the episode. So we had some people over. And when you have people over
And you live in a loft.
and you live in a loft and you have pizza, she keeps texting me, and you have pizza, it's proper to give them napkins.
Paper towels.
If you have them.
Are you talking like a pre-folded napkin or like the Bounty paper towel?
Either one would do. I would prefer a napkin, but I would also do the paper towel.
Quilted quicker picker upper.
Listen, if I can get a quilted quick or picker I would. Okay. Anyway,
Ain't nothing wrong with a quilted picker upper.
is that a Bounty product?
I think the quilted
Quicker picker upper Bounty. Yeah, it is. Is that the one with the bald guy?
Or no, he's a lumberjack.
He's a lumberjack.
Yeah.
Does he have hair?
Mr. Clean is the
He has
bald guy.
great hair. Shut up. Everybody be quiet. So, anyway.
I feel like we're still gonna get in trouble.
Definitely. You guys will be fine. I'll get in trouble later.
Why did you bring those people into my house?
Is this going to happen all the time? We might have to think about another recording time.
We can do it in my dog kennels.
No, it smells like dog poop. You smell like that. So anyway, nobody wanted to tell you. We're telling you now. Oh. Yeah, and we don't want to smell like that. I don't want the microphone to smell like that. It's foam. It will collect the scent. So anyway, we give people all the pizza without napkins. And then Erica was it just a loose pizza? Erica was like, on a plate.
Yeah, I gotta give me some napkins.
So I went to go find some, but I couldn't. We were all out of napkins. Yeah. All out of paper towels. All out of tissues. Oh my gosh. So I have two choices. Washcloth. Or toilet paper. And I live in a loft, so I can't give people toilet paper. No. So I got washcloths. That's like super pretentious. It's super. I never want to go back. Were they damp? No. It was amazing. It was like I felt so rich. You just threw them away after they used them anyway. 100% after I was just wiping my mouth with the paper towel. It was amazing, and I don't ever want to go back. I like it. It was awesome. Yeah, I've never done that. It sounds. You should try. You should all try it. It sounds delightful. I like it. I think a warm, moist washcloth. If you can get it. Have you ever been to a restaurant where they do that? No. There's a rib shack in New Regal. And they bring you a warm, moist washcloth. Yeah, a washcloth or like a paper towel? No. A thick, soft washcloth. It's warm. Very. Is it lint free? It might be, yeah. And this is in a shack, you say? A rib shack. What's a rib shack? It's called the New Regal Cafe. They just came under new ownership. Okay. But their ribs are delicious. And they're warm. Wash rags are wonderful. Okay, just so everyone knows, we're gonna whisper from now on. It makes the show way better. But my vocal cords, they hurt. It hurts so bad. Michaela just texted me. You sound like a bunch of little girls gossiping at a sleepover. This is Dan signing off for Jason and Jesse and the rest of them, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats. Sit, boo, sit. Good dog. I have spoken. 9-9. Jesse sucks.
Why were you whispering at the end?